On to you, Sagittarius. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and then you have the High Priestess. So these three cards right here for you represents how a lot of you Sagittarius are in a very good position, because what's going on with you is that you Sagittarius very much so are very focused, and there seems to be somebody in the way. Yeah. There could be somebody trying to get your attention right now, that wants your attention. Some of you Sagittarius could be hanging out, right? And they want your attention. They want your attention very badly. They want you Sagittarius to see them. But there's a problem. The problem is the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. They see you Sagittarius have great value. Here's the problem though. And they know it themselves. Is the Four of Swords. They don't see, even though they want a chance to hang out with you Sagittarius on that level, and they like you a lot, they don't think that you will ever actually see them as anything more than just a friend, right? And so we know how people in the friend zone get treated. They don't get treated like they're human beings. They get treated like they're trash for some reason. I'm not a fan of it. I don't do it. If I decide to keep it just friends between myself and a lady, I'm not gonna run her through the mud. I'm not. I'm not one, because I know what it feels like myself to be dragged through the mud. You know, and I know how that feels. So I'm still going to be cordial. I'm still going to be respectful. You dig what I'm saying? All of that. I'm not going to make her feel, I'm not going to make her feel disenfranchised. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make her feel like the third wheel. You dig what I'm saying? It's just that I'm just flattered to know the piece of information. Anyway, that's what's happening, right? This person doesn't necessarily have any kind of, they don't trust the process, right? They don't think that you Sagittarius will ever take them seriously. And the Fool and the Ten of Wands right here represents you Sagittarius it's a catch-22, because it's like there's a chance. Okay. You Sagittarius do see that they like you, but the thing with you is that you Sagittarius, they are right about it, in the sense that you Sagittarius may not necessarily know if the two of you are compatible, because, you know, Sagittarius is a loud zodiac sign. Sagittarius is a very loud zodiac sign, right? You want to be seen sometimes. You want to have fun. You want to be boisterous. You want to be out here, right? Sagittarius is a zodiac sign that wants, like the crabs, to go out there into the streets for a little bit, but you're not trying to stay out there in the streets. You're trying to come back home, but you do like the streets to a certain extent. So that's not that person's mentality. That person's mentality is the High Priestess. They're very quiet, shy. Of course, they're not going to be shy to you, right? But they're not the most charismatic, right? Like they don't have a cult of personality, right? They're not this bundle of personality. They're not that. And so they don't know, even if that they like you, if the two of you they like you, but they don't know if even if they like you, that will be enough to actually have you, Sagittarius, actually be in a relationship with them and and compromise to a certain extent, right? And they're not asking you to. That's how much love they have for you. They're not asking you to. They're not trying to get you to do that. The High Priestess and the Three of Cups. This is how it is, and I know that it's out of love. It's because the Three of Cups represents reconciliation. So this is how I know that it's out of love, right? Now, granted, the two of you didn't break up or anything. Y'all are friends, but you have someone that really does like you, kind of sees you transitioning from, you know, the relationships and stuff like that. And they've been on the sidelines for a certain amount of time while they've been your friend. So it's like, you Sagittarius, I don't know, like if, you know, if you want a relationship, see, here's the thing. I get it, right? I get it. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I get it. And this is the stuff that I've been talking about why I keep saying that relationships, there needs to be a lot more conversation in these relationships, y'all. Like, relationships are in shambles today because a lot of conversations are not actually being had the way that they need to be had. What I mean by that is, and I'm the same way too, right? I have an Aries moon. I'm a Virgo stuff. So there's times where I can get restless myself. Sagittarius and Virgo are a lot alike, right? So I get it. You want a forget about the partner stuff. You want a relationship, right, with somebody that won't hold you down, but at the same time, they know how to pull you back, right, when it gets extreme, and they show you love and they get you to slow down. So it's a matter of timing. It's not a matter of them wanting to hold you back. It's a matter of communication. And the thing with you is that that's what you want. That's what you Sagittarius want. You want someone that can be in a relationship with you, but can look and see and judge and know that if the differences between if you're okay and you in the zone and you going hard doing what you want to do, right? And to every now and again kind of, you know, temper you a little bit, not temper you, but get you to kind of, you know, be your other half, right? Be the person that sees the things that you don't, right? To get you to slow down a minute. Because Sagittarius is a zodiac sign that can rush. The fire signs, particularly Aries and Sagittarius, can rush. They can rush to a situation. You can rush towards danger. You could rush to things, right? You could have so much fun in the streets that if you are not careful, and depending on what type of mindset as a Sagittarius you have, you can mess around and completely disregard or forget, or both, your significant other that you have at home. Or maybe y'all two don't live together, but forget the fact that you have a significant other entirely. Go to that party, hang out with somebody, end up cheating, right? Right? And you know, Virgos have the capacity to do this too. So I'm a Virgo myself saying this. So I'm not bashing or you know, trying to make it seem like, yo, you coming down hard on Sagittarius. I'm speaking to the situation honestly. So if this is what it is that you're looking for, Sagittarius, you have to communicate that to everybody that you're going to call yourself dating. Just say that, because what that does is that helps a lot of the situations. That helps a lot of problems, because I'm that same way too. And I'm not saying it just because I'm that way, you're that way. I'm saying it because I truly understand. You want to be in a relationship with somebody where they're not holding you back from doing the things that you want to do, but at the same time, They know when and where. They have good timing. They're not gonna, it's a happy mix. They're not just gonna see you work yourself into exhaustion, but at the same time, right, or if they do see you working yourself into exhaustion, they're gonna try to get you to take a break or to calm down because they don't want you to get hurt, right? But at the same time, when they see you doing good and you're not in any kind of need, they're not putting it into a position. They're not putting you into a position where you now got to make that kind of compromise, because this is part of what happens in relationships. This is what it is that I myself be talking about in relationships. Like, I want a partner, I want a, I got problems with the whole marriage thing, but look, I want a wife that she knows, look, don't call me every day and don't take it personally. You see, this is what I'm saying. You got to get over your emotions. It's not personal. Don't call me every day. And it's not because I don't feel anything for you, but because I'm in the zone. Some of my days are chaotic. Some of my days are real wild. They're real out of control some days. I ain't even gonna lie. Some days I got way more to do on some days than others. The days that I don't drop videos, a lot of the times I have other things to do on my proverbial mental list. If you are supposed to be my wife, right? My queen, my lady that I am seeing, you're gonna have to understand to not take that stuff so personally, because if you taking it personally, we're not gonna do well together, because you need to understand that, okay, if you want my attention, I will either set aside time to give you my attention, right? Or if you really want my attention, then help me do some of this stuff. Help me to, see, this is what I'm talking about. Help me do some of this stuff. Like clean my room, run some of these errands, call a couple of people that, I'm conducting business on the phone or something like this. So I'm running errands outside. Help me do some of this stuff so that I can have the rest of the day. I'm cool. I have some hours to come kick it with you. Don't be coming to me mad as a mug, calling. So I get it, Sagittarius. I get it. Let's clarify the Magician. I get it. The Magician, especially since things are happening the way that you want them to, I get it. You have the Empress, the Emperor, you see what I'm saying? The Chariot, the King of Wands, and then you have the Six of Wands. This is what I'm talking about. So you still feel good. You still, see, that's what I'm talking about. You still feel good about this. You still have that sense where you and this person can work. And see, that's the thing. The two of you know that this relationship could work. There is a possibility that it can work. But are the two of you going to be communicative with one another enough? And this is why I keep saying that communication skills, being able to speak. See, this is the thing. Being able to speak is so important. Everybody is so concentrated on physical communication, but people cannot read your mind. They can't read your intentions. So they're not going to know what you're talking about. They're not going to know what you mean if you just do and you don't say anything. So the reason why I stress saying stuff is because you're giving a person a piece of your mind. You're giving them access to what you're thinking, because as you're discussing it, you got to think about it. So I don't know how it is that people expect to live like this, but you, Sagittarius, and this friend can work, and they are an option. They kind of even dropping you a little bit of hints that they are an option. That hint stuff, that got to go out the window. That got to go out the window. Why? Not enough verbiage. See, this is another reason too why relationships are trash these days. is because you got too many people doing one thing and saying another. Oh, I'm doing this. But you need to read my mind. I'm sorry. I'm not a Jedi. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Sorry. I'm sorry. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.